Hey, hello guys. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys tips to a successful CWS defense. I did this video especially based on request. So after going for your student industrial work experience scheme CWS, you're expected to have a defense, like try to give a general overview of what your experience was like, and you share it with your supervisors and panel and all of that. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to go about it. One tip is that you have to prepare your report thoroughly. You don't want to miss any part of your report. It is always advisable that you meet your department head or administrative head to get the right format as to how to present your report very, very well, so that you don't miss anything. And under that, number one is your introduction. You have introduction, you have your objectives, you have methodology, you have your activities, the challenges you face, lesson learned, and conclusion also. So all of these things must be well articulated in the first area, in the first section of your report. So that is just how to go about it. Okay, number two is you have to master your presentation. You have to master how you intend to make your presentations, and when you're making your presentation, it's also advisable that you include charts, diagram, to your work, so that everything will work well, everything will look so colorful. Like for some departments, they advise that you make PowerPoint presentation, so you have to make sure that your slides are very, very catchy, and you can also speak to your slide when you are making your presentation. So when you are mastering your presentation, also your introduction, you have to introduce yourself. You explain the agency that you are posted to. You talk about the agency. You prove that you have knowledge about the agency. You talk about things you learned. You try to explain and tell them that the agency, what they do align with your course of study, and you tell them things that you have experienced, the things you've learned, and how those things can actually help you in your further pursuits in your career and all of that. So the objectives of the internship also, you also state that also to your panelists. You also talk about things you've learned, the challenges you faced, and how you're able to solve those challenges. You also give examples of instances where you were given some roles to play, and how you actually played that role very well, and how you're able to successfully solve certain challenges that you face and all of that, because all of that speaks so well about your problem solving skills, which is very, very important. So you also, at the end of the day, you make recommendations, and you make conclusions. So when you want to make your presentation finally, it is very, very expedient of you to rehearse before that day, and also when you are going for your defense finally, it's also very important that you dress very, very smart, you look very, very neat, and you also engage your panelists. Let them know that you know what you are talking about. Make the defense conversational. Engage them and say things the way you want them to actually see you, because the way you dress is the way you are dressed. So make sure you dress very, very politely. Don't overdress, just dress modestly. And also when you are being asked questions, try as much as possible to answer the questions politely. And also, talking about questions and answers, basically they are likely to ask you questions that, okay, what are the things that you learned, in that agency where you are posted for your CWS? Were there situations where your problem solving skills were actually tested? How were you able to solve it? How were you able to manipulate and go about all of that? So they will also ask you about the agency. Do you know when the agency was formed? Do you know their core values? Do you know their mission and visions, statements, and all of that? The organogram of the organization. All of these things are very, very important. You must own your onions. You must really know what you are actually doing when you are making this presentation. And basically what they want to see is they just want to see your ownership. They just want to see the fact that you are brave and you know what you are talking about. It's no big deal defending it, as long as you're the one that did, when you were very, very, very intentional about the CWS. You attend, you go for meetings, you always report in the office on time and all of that, and the in and out of the organizations. It's very it makes a whole lot of sense. You will not even have issues of fidgeting when you are making presentation, because you know what you actually went through and you know so much about it. So basically, that is just what your panelists just want to see. They just want to see that bravery. They want to see that know-how from you. If you put all of these tips together, I can guarantee you of a very successful serious defense. Thank you, and see you next in my next video.